trainers, welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. I would be Poke Dad, and today on Pokemon TCG Unbroken Bonds, I was looking back. One of the viewers said that they needed the updated Zoroark Greninja tag team list, and I thought I had done a profile on it, but I looked back and the last time I posted this deck was about over 2 months ago. So we've done a few changes and tweaks since then. And we've been working on this deck for the better part of 3.5 months. If you remember, we teased the card back in February, I believe. We started doing little teaser videos, so we had already been working on the deck since probably February. So that's how long we've been at this card. And I know there's a lot of lists going out there and a lot of questions of why don't we play Naganadel in it. And there's basically two different ways to play the deck. You can play it around the GX attack, which has the awesome super explosive power, or you can play a little bit slower and probably a tiny bit more consistent with the Naganadel. But we've played easily over 100 games with this deck and this version. And it's right on point. It's on money. You've seen in the videos how it sets up, how it explodes. It's only going to struggle against Sylveon and Guardy and Doug Trio. So it struggles a little bit with Hitmonchan, but not as bad as Doug Trio, and definitely not as bad as Sylveon and Guardy. So let's get into the list. 4 of our main Pokemon there. Zoroark Greninja Tag Team. 2 Darkrai GX for Restoration. 2 Incineroar for its ability Scar Charge. Sorry. Darkrai Prism for the ability to automatically put in 2 Dark from your hand. 2 Tapu Lele. 1 Marshadow. Let me move it up here. 1 Marshadow that lets you discard a stadium or hits, I believe it's Ultra Beast for a massive amount of damage. So, and then a Dedenne. So let's talk. Why would you want to play this over the Naganadel? So let's think back to how consistent Blaziken is, okay? So you have that level of consistency with Darkrai. However, you're hitting more damage with Blaziken than you are with Zoroark. Okay, you're only doing 30 plus, and then 30 more for each Dark. So on turn 2, you could get, let's compare both decks best case scenario, okay? Turn 2, you get 2 Naganadels down, and so you use 2 abilities, plus you had 2 attached for turn, so you're hitting for 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, choice band 180, okay? That's probably at best, okay? That you have 2 Naganadels set up and you have 4 energy into play. So now let's look at best case scenario for this version. Turn 1, you get the GX attack off, okay? And you're able to get Incineroar or Darkrai in, whatever. So you get at least 1 Incineroar into play with the GX attack, and then you have Darkrai's ability, because we have more ways to discard Pokemon. So right away, you've got 3 from Incineroar, 1 from Darkrai, and then you had the 2 for attach for turn. So and this is on turn 2. So you attach for turn. That makes 3 on Greninja because you energy switched 1 from Darkrai. So you have 3, 6. 6 times 3, 180 plus the 30. You're at 210. Choice band 240. So, And then that's assuming you didn't play Darkrai Prism to put in 2 more Dark Energies. So you have kind of a more consistent with the Naganadel or more explosive. Okay? So, of these Pokemon, I like it. I wouldn't mess with anything other than possibly the Marshadow. If you're not liking the Marshadow, then that's a cut that you definitely could do. So, sorry if I rambled there, but I just want to make it clear because I know everyone's going to be like, "Well, why aren't you playing Naganadel? Why aren't you playing Naganadel?" Well, here's the thing. I don't know how long the Zoroark Greninja Naganadel players have been testing this deck, but like I said, we've been testing this card since February. So, Ultra Ball and Communication. Those are our forms of search. And then we have some acceleration with Acrobike, damage modifiers, 3 Choice Band, 2 switches for maneuverability. We do not play Altar of the Moon in this deck. 1 energy recycle system, because you can get low on energy, so it's nice to either put 1 back in your hand or shuffle 3. 1 multi-switch. 1 dangerous drill. Rather than playing Field Blower, we like the dangerous drill. It also gives us an option to discard. And then finally, 4 energy search. Okay. Very important. The energy search and the multi-switch. Getting Darkrai from the discard onto your bench with a Dark, switching it up to Greninja Zoroark, and then doing the GX attack. Crucial. Think of it like Zekrom Pikachu. This is more along the lines of Zekrom Pikachu, how fast and explosive it is. Okay? So that's our items. Of these items, I don't think I would change anything. Maybe turn that to Fidget Spinner, but it's nice to have energy recovery late game. Especially after you use a couple Incineroars to get maybe 6 Dark into play. So, and also that's another thing, you know. All the energy switches can get all that energy off Incineroar and easily power up a brand new Zoroark Greninja out of nowhere. So, forms of draw, we've got 3 Lily, 2 Cynthia. That's it. That's all the draw, folks. But we do have Dedenne. We've got 4 Acrobike. So we're able to dig. Plus the 4 Ultra Ball to grab Dedenne if we need to dig. And we're okay with discarding whatever. So 3 Guzma. 2 Koga. 1 Tech of Nanu. And here's where you can get a little different with the list here. If you don't like the Nano Tech, you can cut it. But think about Incineroar in the active, and you have like maybe your Greninja or Zoroark got knocked out, and then you Nano into it. Or maybe you do Incineroar's ability to get 3 more, so now you have 6 energy on Incineroar in the active. You play Nano, and now Greninja Zoroark has 6 energies on it. Attached for turn, there's 7. So 7, and then the original 3 plus 30 plus, so 8. 240 damage. So Nano is a pretty sweet little tech. Koga, it's nice to this is kind of your answer to Sylveon Guardy, because you want a Koga and then use Darkrai GX's attack to just instantly knock it out. So this is your best answer against Guardy Sylveon. So if you're okay with that matchup, then, or if you're just gonna I'm just gonna lose to it anyways, then that's a cut. But it also helps hitting the 130 against possibly Baby Buzz, or definitely against not Garatina, but Naganadel. So Koga is useful, but if you don't feel like you need him, then you can cut him. If you don't like the Nanu, you can cut him too. It's just cute little text. Stadiums of choice, Viridian Forest. Forms of discarding, you want Incineroar on the discard pile, you want Darkrai on the discard pile, and then one Black Market Prism. We've gone back and forth on this card. One day, we're like, oh, it's bringing in the value, it's awesome. Next day, we're like, oh, I wish it was the third Viridian Forest because I could discard and then just go crazy with my combo. So we go back and forth on Black Market or the third Viridian. So my best answer to you is when you're testing, pretend this card is either Viridian Forest or Black Market. And at the time as you're testing, ask yourself, would I rather this be the Forest or would I rather it be the Market? And whichever one you're saying more, like I would rather it be the Forest. It's in my hand. I wish this was Forest. Then Forest may be for you. So definitely you're going to have to test and play around with the stadium. Because I do not have a for sure answer because like I said, we go back and forth on it. So Dark Energy, we've got 8, 12. It would be nice to have more energy. That's why I would not cut the energy recycle system. If you were to cut the energy recycle system and you're playing a version of this, I would up the energy count by 1, possibly 2. So, which that could be 1 Koga or the Nanu could be your energy. If you don't like the energy recycle system, then add that for a dark energy. And then maybe you don't like the 2 Koga, so 1 Koga could be your 14th energy. So, but we like 12 in combination with the energy recycle system. Okay, if we didn't have energy recycle system, this count would be minimum 13, if not 14. So that's it. It performs really well, and people just brush it aside like it's not competitive or anything. But folks, it's real. It's in our top 10 tournament for a reason. We do believe it to be one of the best decks. The fighting weakness, if it's looking like Hitmonchan and Dugtrio are not there, and if Sylveon and Guardy aren't going to be there, then this can go toe-to-toe with Charizard, and it can kick its teeth in. So, keep that in mind. So, till next time, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.